Hey, rocking with the rock dog. We're just about that far upstream from the last place I was at. I want to show you this. Look, we got all this nice new bedrock exposed that has never happened. There's been a little bit over there before, but now we got a real wide spot. And that Kyle Thurman or something in South Missouri, I've seen his videos. He gets gold out of these cracks in this bedrock, because that's where, when the bedrock crack goes across the creek like that, that's where all that placer gold gets caught up. So if the creek dries up now, we'll come down here and sift that out and get to the bottom and see what's there. Now, some friends of mine did it over there on the bedrock, but all they found was buckshot, because big squirrel hunter place around here in the 1960s and 70s, and there's a lot of lead in there, but maybe we'll get lucky and find some pieces of gold in there. We'll take a little live walk up the creek this time, because I'm just going to go right to there, that shade, and I wanted to show you guys that. But now remember, if you're ever out in a spot like this, don't walk out on that with your phone in your back pocket, because you're going to break your phone, because that is slick. If you want to walk across a creek like this, you got to walk in this rocky spot right here, which we're going to do and see if there's any artifacts on it, because that would just be too good to be true. But that's where they'll get caught up, coming down this slick creek, see? On the very bottom, they'll just kind of flutter along, and they'll get hung up in a spot just like this. So if we dig them out, the crack runs out right here, though, it looks like. So I'm turning around because it's really slick. Anyway, we'll walk up the creek for just a minute and see what's going on. There might be something there. Piece of an old knife blade, see? Thumb goes there like that. Not a good one. All right, made it. We'll leave the bucket here. That'd be bad luck bringing the bucket. This riffle right here is where I found that little broken pinkadena. Just that far off. Then I found the one the other day just right there. So always look by roads. It's not just this road, it's every road. See, if you come down here and do this, in just a couple of minutes, when I walk past here, you should see a point laying in that. So do that too. Or you can take a stick and do it, or a rake. Works pretty good, but I'm using the heel of my boot, so if they're long, it'll catch them when they're sideways. And pull them right out, and they'll be right there in 5 minutes when we come back. So let's see what happens. That's pretty nice. See how that rock moves? And I'm telling you what, all that rock there is loose. It's going to be gone next time it rains. That rock's usually hard. Nothing. Alright, that's about enough digging with my heel. If we find something, we'll do this spot too, but I haven't walked across this yet, so there's a good chance something's just laying right here on top. See, that's bedrock. That's bedrock. Everything got caught right here. If you come down here with a garden rake and rake all this apart and watch it as it's going over that, crazy things will come out of a spot like that. See, my foot's just shattering the whole thing just walking on it. So, and this is all fresh stuff that got moved 2 days ago. So this is the place. And you can only move this when there's water going on it like this. Later today, this stuff will lock up and you'll never move it again. So there's a big rain. This is basically your only chance to do something like this. Something about that calcium off of that rock, when it gets down in there and dries, it's sticky and it locks everything together on a gravel bar. Yeah, you know, you could bring 4 or 5 little kids down here and just give them a bucket and a shovel and just tell them to go out there and spread all that around for them. Feed them real good. Get them jacked up on some candy and Mountain Dew. That'd probably pay off pretty good for you. There's a red rock, but nothing, kind of pointy. Right here on this edge, because it came down about 1.5 feet since I was here last night. will be where they'll kick off to the side. They can't be out there because it's still moving too fast. It'll still be moving. Alright, let's go back and look at this cleared out riffle. It's starting to get a little warm on old rock dog. See, nobody's been here. There's no footy prints, but we're going to put some here. That way somebody will come down here today and we'll turn around and go back to the truck. Nice bullfrog tadpoles. Some of them are getting pretty big. Now see, this rock I'm standing on now ain't too slick because it ain't had moss on it, because the rock usually catches on it. But right down there, yeah, don't do it. Alright, here's where we kicked it out. There's a little piece of one maybe. Nope, looked like it, didn't it? But you can see it still catches the same shape of rock in that. The bigger rock will be on top, but your little bird points and stuff will just sift down and sift down and sift down all the way to the bottom of that. You gotta have good eyesight to see a bird point. I've got a couple not even as big as my pinky fingernail. Best thing to do with them is give them to somebody else before you lose them. See, right here is the primo spot. Right in here. Ooh, there's a pretty cool rock. Look at that one. What's that? Ooh, there's an even cooler rock. Look at that one. That's a mammoth carving. Look at that. Can you see that? Yes. Oh, that's crazy. Look, it's got the head right there where my forefinger's at. There's the eye with my thumb. See how it's angled off? Perfect. I gotta get this in the sun. It's perfect for the trunk. That's crazy. Would you believe I have 6 of these? I did have 5. Guess that's paleo, ain't it? Man. Yes, yes, yes. See, this is the exact spot where the mammoth teeth for the Bordeaux center came from. Very, very close. I haven't found any down here. My friends have found several. One of my friends has a mammoth bone in his barn. I can't put that in the bucket. That's got to stay in my hands. I can't let that get banged up. Look how that's perfect over the head, how the head's aimed down. Dip for the ears. It's even got the big ear on this side. That's why I say always pick up blue rocks. If you see a blue rock, you got to pick it up and look at it. A red rock too. That pink rock, what I do with it, did I just throw it on the ground? That was something, wasn't it? There's something right there. The piece of feldspar has been broke. Pretty recent, that's something. See? That's been broke a few hundred years ago. Wow. I'm not topping that. I gotta shut this off in a few seconds. Start again. Well, I'll be down here the rest of the day or another place just like it, people. Keep watching. Never know what I'm going to come up with in this spot now that all that rock's moved. I've got all week to look down here. There's a nice blade right there. That's a good nice blade. Look at that one. Alright, man, this stuff's laying everywhere. I got to get out of here and get back on it. One more shot of the woolly mammoth. Bam. Look at that. Perfect. Rock dog out.